the DeFi environment. What can you tell us about your latest project, Polycub?
Yeah. So kind of what I was hitting on earlier is we started this Web3 blogging application, and we kind of learned over time that it made a lot of sense to build adjacent applications that our users could leverage for more opportunities, because we believe Web3 is really just about expanding the access to opportunities, and kind of democratizing access in that way. So we went out and we created an application called Cub DeFi, which is, we created it last year during the whole pancake swap revolution, and Binance Smart Chain, where everything kind of started to get released. And we learned a lot since we launched that, and the platform's still running, and we evolved the contracts a lot over time. And over the last 7 months, we kind of had this idea that it would be really cool to create some sort of DeFi 2.0 yield optimizer. And we were paying a lot of attention to things like OHM and all the DAO forks. We were paying attention to things like Auto Farm and Curve and these very large DeFi platforms, and trying to learn what they do right and what they do to create long-term sustainability. So we kind of took all this information that we had. We collected a lot of data on how these platforms performed and who was investing in them, and what mechanics were actually driving this long-term growth. And what we did was compile all of these mechanics and then build something called Polycub over the last 7 months. And what that's evolved into is, we launched about 10 days ago, and we consider it to be the first DeFi 2.0 yield optimizer. And that's kind of a funny way to just say, a fancy way to say that it's a yield optimizer on the Polygon network that leverages various features of sustainable tokenomics and protocol-owned liquidity in order to drive long-term growth. Our entire premise of everything we build is long-term. I think a lot of people in crypto and especially in DeFi, I think it's just even a more of a microcosm of this, is that everyone's focused on the next 5 minutes and they kind of forget about the next 5 years. And what we're building is a DeFi platform for the next 5 years. We want to be, rather than teach people to pool their capital and constantly shift it around, we want to teach people how to think more long term and leverage what DeFi has to offer.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and can